As I mentioned in an earlier video, RStudio is a front end for R. As a result, in this and the following videos, you will not be using R directly, but instead using it through the RStudio interface. But before firing up RStudio, let's take care of a bit of housekeeping. If you have obtained the various sample files that I'll be using in the upcoming examples, please set up a directory to contain them. You can call it whatever you want. For example, Intro to R. You can now start up RStudio in a number of ways, most of which will probably be familiar from other programs. Speaking as someone who is familiar with Windows operating systems, but only rarely uses Apple's, you could click on the Windows icon and access it through that menu. Or, if you have the RStudio icon on your desktop, you could double-click on that. Or, if you have it in the tray on your screen, you could click once on it. For now, we're going to take a different approach. Let's use your file manager to go to the directory where you have placed your files. You will see that a bunch of these files have a .r extension at the ends of their names. These are R script files, and RStudio will recognize them. In the directory, double-click on the file name O1 install any needed libraries.r. This should open the file within RStudio. Do you see something that looks like this, with 4 panes located on the upper left, lower left, upper right, and lower right? If not, there's no cause for concern. For starters, go to the drop-down menu at the top of the screen and click on View. Then click on Panes, and make sure that Show All Panes is checked. If not, you'll want to do so. Now, look in the upper right corner of your panes. You should see a pair of icons that look like toggle buttons. Try clicking on those until all 4 panes are displayed. Now that we can see all 4 panes, let's establish their purposes. I refer to the pane on the upper left as the source pane. This is where you will develop and save your code for future use. The top of this pane displays tabs for each R script that you have open at the moment. In the lower left, you will find what I call the console pane. This is where all of your R commands are executed. This pane has several tabs at the top. For the purposes of these videos, we'll be staying on the console tab. The pane on the upper right is what I call the environment and history pane. Again, we have various tabs for this pane. Depending upon whether you are on the environment or the history tab, it will display either objects that you have created or commands that you have executed. You might want to explore the Tutorial tab as an additional resource for learning R. We will not be using the Connections tab during these videos. The final pane, located on the lower right, serves a multitude of purposes and could be called the Files/Plots/Packages/Help/Viewer pane. Since that's a very long name, I'm more likely to just call it the lower right or the bottom right pane. Depending on which tab is selected, it can display files available in your working directory, packages that are available and installed, data plots, help information, and more. In my description of that last pane, I referred to the working directory. In the next video, I will explain how to set up your working directory.